Hello, and welcome to the Army South News Update. I'm Sergeant Major Rodney Williams. U.S. Army South sent a team of military medics to Paraguay to conduct a Tactical Combat Lifesaver course subject matter expert exchange. The course focused on tactical combat casualty care, guidance, and casualty evacuations under hostile enemy fire.
That is strengthen the confidence, and we know in a team like this, the trust is decisive.
The course culminated with a simulated firefight with enemy forces. Participants engaged the enemy while providing medical care to casualties and moving them to safety. More than 80 Paraguayan Special Forces soldiers and members of the National Anti-Drug Secretariat participated in the course. Beyond the Horizon Guatemala 2014 came to an end June 12th in the city of Zacapa. The annual exercise is part of U.S. Army South and U.S. Southern Command's Humanitarian and Civic Assistance Program. U.S. military engineers and medical professionals deployed to Guatemala for training while providing humanitarian services to rural communities. Army South Deputy Commanding General Brigadier General Orlando Salinas was in attendance at the closing ceremony. At Beyond the Horizon Dominican Republic 2014, a few soldiers stayed behind to finish up a job well done. Sergeant Tony Knuff has more.
Although diplomatic exercise Beyond the Horizon officially ended June 16th, U.S. Army soldiers with Task Force Larimar stayed behind to put the finishing touches on schools and clinics they've been building. And what's a clinic without equipment and medical supplies? As soldiers prepare to turn the buildings over to Barahona locals, they took time out to play, showing the kids magic tricks, baseball, boxing, and rides. Reporting with the 207th Public Affairs Detachment, Barahona, Dominican Republic, I'm Army Sergeant Tony Knuff.
Army South personnel are known for providing expert training. Sergeant Joel Vasquez tells us about a group of students who were hands-on with some of the unit's best equipment.
The Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps from Jefferson High School in San Antonio spent the afternoon with soldiers from U.S. Army South during a visit to Fort Sam Houston. The students got a first-hand look at some of the Army's weapon systems and vehicles during their trip. Many of the students were curious as to how being in the military really was. Fortunately for them, the U.S. Army South soldiers were more than happy to share their knowledge.
It was a good opportunity for me to just have information to give out to people that were interested in maybe joining the military. So to me, that's pretty important. It's a lifestyle change to join the military, so anytime you can get more knowledge on that, it's a really good opportunity for the kids to come in to do it, and it's also a good opportunity for you to be able to relay the information that you've learned over the years of being in the service also.
All in all, the day was well received by both parties. The students left Army South knowing a little more about the military, while the Army South soldiers got to experience the joys of being mentors to the future leaders of the military. Sergeant Joel Vasquez, Fort Sam Houston, Texas.
That does it for this edition of the Army South News Update. For more stories, be sure and check out our social media sites at the link below. For Army South Public Affairs, I'm Sergeant Major Rodney Williams.